A new amendment to a bill that aims to penalize venues that allow children in during certain types of adult live performances.
The sponsor of this bill calls it the Protection of Children bill. Critics are dubbing it the anti-drag show bill. WPTV News Channel 5's Michelle Casada explains how the new amendment could punish local governments that permit certain events.
Just a few weeks ago, Lake Worth Beach hosted a massive Pride Festival and parade, which was permitted by the city. Local elected officials believe a new amendment to Senate Bill 1438 could threaten the future of events like that. Senate Bill 1438's new amendment would criminally punish the person who issued the permit for any event that exposes children to an adult live performance that includes nudity, sexual conduct, or lewd exposure. Here in Lake Worth Beach, Vice Mayor Christopher McGoy takes issue with the descriptions of the adult live performances that can violate this bill should it become law.
I suspect that there's a fair chance that I would be charged under this thing because after checking for approval from Compass, chose to join the parade in drag. Now, I don't know that I would consider I had anything particularly lewd, but it says that if I have lewd exposure of breasts, for instance, or prosthetic or imitation genitals of breasts. Well, I stuffed some paper towels in my shirt. Is that lewd?
McVoy adds there is concern about how this bill might impact future LGBTQ plus festivals, mainly because local governments might be hesitant to issue permits to avoid any chance of a violation. State Senator Clay Yarbrough is the sponsor of this bill and proposed the amendment that includes government entities. He was not available to speak with me, but had this to say about the concerns that the bill could impact local festivals. Quote, "The bill does not ban any business or any public entity from hosting any kind of event or performance, including a public parade, unless an entity is planning to admit children to a live event that would include nudity, sexual conduct, or lewd exposure. There should be no cause for distress about the provisions of this bill." That was State Senator Clay Yarbrough, and he went on to say that the intent of this bill is to protect children who cannot unsee, unhear, or unexperience the things they are exposed to. The next step in the bill is a third reading. Reporting Lake Worth Beach, Michelle Casada, WPTV News Channel 5.